Hey everyone, welcome back to another video.
The core reason majority of humanity lives in survival consciousness is because the humanity has been experiencing situations like wars and power struggle to basically control the entire continent for more than 1,000 years, thousands of years. And this constant process of being at war with each other has divided us so much. And this division creates separation, that I am separate just because I live in a different area, I live a different life, I follow different religion, culture, or whatever. Or basically, my beliefs, my ideas towards life are different. So that's how we have been controlled. For thousands of years, humanity has been controlled by creating division. And when you are divided, you feel that you are alone. Not just divided with other people, but with universe, with existence. You start feeling when you are survival that existence is separate from me, life is separate from me, and this creates an immense amount of fear in you. And when you are in fear, you can't think beyond survival. It's because you are in survival, you live in fear. And when you are operating on that frequency, there is nothing higher that can enter in you. A higher consciousness, the higher power. You can't become a foundation for that energy because you are just living in survival. You know nothing higher in you. You know nothing of a deeper value in you. You don't know the point of oneness in you. You just know that I am just a human and I am just here to survive. This is because in your DNA there is ancestral survival consciousness, ancestral trauma. In order to deal with that, you have to become conscious. You have to become aware. This is not who you are. This is not the purpose of being a human. There is much more to you. As humans, we have a greater purpose than the animals. So to unlock the greatest potential of being a human, you have to understand that life is more than survival. And you are that expression of this existence that can become aware of its divinity, that can become aware of its vastness. No other animal has that. When we live in survival, we operate only on our lower energy centers. We all have an energy field, and that energy field, you can say, is created by our energy centers, our chakras. And when we live a survival based life, a egocentric life, always in fear, you are operating only on 3 levels of your energy centers, which is just to survive, which is your root chakra. You're just thinking about being alive, basically. Then it is about pleasure, and then it's power. So these are the 3 dimensions in which the ego lives. The self-centric identity lives, and not in a good way, but in a toxic way. Not in the way of unity, oneness, but in a way of separation. Just to survive, you can do bad to others. You can take from others in the name of surviving. Just for your pleasure, you can do negative things. Just for your power, you can treat others very badly. You can see the corporate structure. A boss is controlling the employees. A very toxic work culture, basically dysfunctional. So this all is the manifestation of survival consciousness. It is just inside our energies that we are seeing in our realities. So when you live in these 3 lower chakras, you don't have the capability to move higher. Because after these 3 chakras comes the heart chakra, which I feel is the portal between the 2 worlds, between the survival world and to the world of higher realms, where you are one with the existence, where you get constant support, where you trust your universe, where you are no longer afraid of this existence, where it is no longer the big bad world versus you. It is actually supporting you, it's actually guiding you, your own universe. So to get to that level of consciousness, you first need to open your heart chakra, which means you need to see that you are one with everything, not just with humans, but with this existence. And when you start connecting with your own source of love, your own source of light, then you can see life with a very different perception, a perception that is beyond your egocentric survival consciousness life. We have been so brainwashed in our society, in our system, to just stop feeling for others. Just think about yourself. Be selfish. This idea of being, like a narcissist kind of selfishness. And that makes me feel that the people who are an empath are really shifting the entire collective consciousness just by being an empath. Empaths anchor a new consciousness. You can say a new earth just by being empathic to others. Even though that empathy comes in people because of their survival mechanism, when they are children, when they are around circumstances where there is a lot of trauma. So they develop a defense mechanism where they are always looking out for energies so that they have to protect themselves. Even though it starts like that, but it can definitely help you in connecting with your heart, because you can put yourself in other person's shoes. You can realize that they are struggling, they are going through something, and you don't have to take advantage of them. You start feeling sensitive for others. You start feeling, I am also a human and he is also a human. You stop seeing others separate from you. Whenever someone tries to manipulate you, when you go out into the world, trying to manipulate you, trying to take advantage of you, you don't see the person as manipulative. You see his conditioning. You see his survival consciousness. You see his programs. And you understand that deep within there is a divine light hidden, but they are just disconnected from that. So you just have to realize that the outside will never be perfect. Even though how much you change yourself, how much you start working on yourself, you open your heart chakra, you do everything, you feel empathy for others, you become sensitive, there will still be suffering. People will try to manipulate you, will try to take advantage of you, because everyone is living in survival. You are conscious in an unconscious world, and it is a curse and a blessing. A curse because you will see everything clearly now. You will see the brutality. You will see how much messed up everything is. A blessing because you are being the change now. You will see that just by being an empath, you are sending a ripple. Just by opening your heart, just by being love, you're sending a vibrational frequency, a ripple effect is created. And that triggers awakening of other people. So you don't have to stop vibrating at love frequency. You don't have to close your heart. When you see out there in the world are people who manipulate others, who cheat others, who take advantage of others, you have to understand that you have to be that person who doesn't do that, who love others, who share with others in abundance. Awakening is a blessing and a curse. And everything is dualistic. And your point of power is what you choose to focus on. Are you focusing on being a victim or transmuting those things in such a way that they become stepping stones for your own ascension?
I hope you enjoyed this video. You can like, comment, share. You can also support my work by hitting the thanks button. And please make sure to subscribe. Much love to you all.